Well, good morning, guys. It's Cody with Home to Homestead, and I've got my coffee, and I'm up bright and early. You may be thinking, what, Cody, why are you up so bright and early? It doesn't look like you're going to work. I'm not. But we just got a very special package at the post office today, and I'm proud to announce that our baby ducklings have arrived. So we are going to go pick them up, and you're going to get to see them as we get them settled into their new home. I'll tell you a little bit about them, why we got them, and let you see how cute they are. But anyways, guys, let's get started. Alrighty, well, we got them. You can hear them beeping. I've already checked them out. They seem to be in good health. So we're gonna get them home, get them in the brooder, get them set up, and we'll cut right back and we can all check them out. And I'll tell you a little bit about them, why we got this particular breed, and what my goals for them going forward are. So let's get to it. All right, look at this. So this is one of our Gold Star hybrids from Murray McMurray. And look how tiny they are. There's a tiny little duck. They're so little. We're gonna go ahead and get these guys in their brooder. Oh, you all right? Yep, they're okay. We're gonna go ahead and get this guy in the brooder and get them all nice and comfortable. You're okay, you're okay. You're okay. So I just wanna show you guys something really quickly. So in the Gold Star hybrids, there is a gender difference when the babies are little. So this one right here in this hand, Miss Loudmouth, is a female. She's got the light color. And this guy here is a little fella. He's our Drake. And, oh, come here. You can tell because the dark color. And now they have these colors when they're little. And that's how you can tell and sex them when they're babies. And real quick, just on the whole matter of sexing, we've got our little male here. Most hatcheries will band your male to start off with. And we can see this here on his right leg. That way we know this is our guy. So as many of you know from our gosling video, waterfowl require more niacin. So I have this baker's yeast here from Nature Intended, which is just like a health multiplier that says here it's got your brewer's yeast for that extra niacin and B vitamins, and it's got some probiotics. So until we can get the ducklings out on fresh grass, we've got to make sure we're giving them some niacin. So I have the little water here, and I've got it filled up about maybe 1/4 of the way. And all I'm gonna do is add a spoonful of this baker's yeast to that water, right? And the reason why I'm doing it this way is because if you try to put the baker's yeast on food, the baker's yeast may or may not stick to the food, and it will fall down, and your ducklings or goslings may not be getting all the niacin that they need. By putting it in our water, this dissolves, right? And they will be able to drink it, and they don't have the option of not ingesting it. So it's just a more effective way. This is a lesson that I learned from the goslings. So let me get this filled up. I'm gonna top this off and get it set up for them. So we got our food here, and I just want to go over this really quick. You can get any food you want, but the important part is right here. I'm trying to get this visible. 22%. So that's the protein yield. When ducklings are very tiny, they need at least 20% protein, right? And the reason you want to get duck-specific food is because, once again, that niacin. Niacin is extremely important, and without that niacin, you will lose ducks or goslings. I will put the link to this food and everything that I use in the video down below. That way you can get the whole setup if that's what you want to do. But these are the products that I use, and these are the products that I can say actually work. So we've got the ducklings set up, and I just kind of want to go over a few things with you. So first, our light setup. We got our light here hanging out, and you can see it's focused in this direction. So if I put my hand here, there's a nice warm air. Over here, it's cooler. This allows the ducklings the ability to thermoregulate. If I were to put this light super down on them and this whole area becomes heated, that means that if I have it too hot, the ducklings are stuck in the heat. This gives the ducklings the ability to come over here, thermoregulate, cool down, and if they're cold, they come back. And we see this a lot in reptiles. They do that in their terrariums and stuff, but we can also use it for our birds. Next, I'm still using the chicklet feeder and water. I've had these things forever and they just keep working. Like I said, I'm gonna put the link down below for them. I mean, we've used them for the chickens, we used them for the goslings, now we're using them for the ducklings. There's just no reason not to get a thing of these. If you guys are habitual homesteaders like I am, it makes just total sense. I just want to point out how small our drake is compared to the rest of the hens. He's a little guy, look at him go. But now I just want to talk about the reason why we got this breed. So this breed is called the Gold Star Hybrid and it's from Murray McMurray Farms. Other farms like Metzer Farms also have a version of this bird. And what this is a khaki Campbell cross. So khaki Campbells are probably the most prolific egg-laying bird, or excuse me, duck in, you know, the homesteading scene, right? The farming scene. They produce a lot of eggs, very similar to Rhode Island Red in their production levels, and that's why we got them. The Gold Star Hybrid is a cross of that, and supposedly it's supposed to be a slightly larger than the khaki Campbell, and the khaki Campbell can fly. This bird is not supposed to be able to, so we'll see about that. I mean, my geese are supposed not to be able to fly, and one flew across the yard today, so I doubt the validity of that. But one thing about this breed is that unlike your, your apple yards or your Pekings or your call ducks, the breeds that want to be domesticated, they want to be around you, these breeds are a lot more finicky, which means that, you know, I'm gonna get in here and be handling these guys a lot more because I don't want to take them out when they get older to the run they're gonna be living and have them flying all around and freaking out. And this breed is known to do that. That's your give and your take. Your give is you get this bird that produces a ton of eggs, but you also get a bird that's extremely nervous, and they are literally called neurotic. That is the word for word on Murray McMurray sites, neurotic. That's how crazy the birds can get. So you have to give them that attention. So we'll see if I'm able to do that in the future. So this is like episode 1 of the Duck Chronicles, man, and these are our little babies. They are just in here getting settled, and we're gonna give them a couple days just to kind of relax and hang out, and we're gonna check back with them next week and see their growth. But anyways, this has been the start of our Duckling Chronicles, and I hope that you've learned something. And if you have, be sure to drop that like and subscribe. We are quickly on our way to 600 subscribers, and I would love to have you be part of our journey. But anyways, guys, this has been Cody with Home to Homestead, and I will see you very soon out here.